Now I would request our program chair, Ms. Usha Reddy, advisor, GVK Educational Initiatives, Basilwoods School by ISKCON, to share her views before you. Please, ma'am. Please keep your Josh high.
Well, a very good morning to all the dignitaries on the dais and all the true pearls of Hyderabad, the seasoned educators seated here in front of me in this hall. I think it's times like this when we realize that time to grow for us is any day, any time, all the time, right until our last breath. And that's why we are educators. I'm indeed happy to see so many of you taking part in this conference to see what is it that you will take away from here and implement, in your schools or in your sphere of work. I truly, voice the similar opinion of what my colleague, Ms. 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝗲 had just shared. And we've been working on similar lines. For over 2.5 decades, we've been working with over 15 government schools, sir. And believe me, it was an eye-opener. I will totally go with lack of infrastructure that you mentioned, but with the same breath, I'll say that the government teachers were paid so high, even much higher than what we do in our private schools. But when it came to accountability, I found a serious lacking there. Some of them won't even come. Now I'm told the government schools, I'm talking of decades ago where you have the biometric, but this is a true fact that somebody had given a bus pass, paid, I think, 1,500 rupees, and had some proxy to actually come and teach through the year. These are our observations. The headmaster had come to the school drunk, and we had to actually keep him away. I'm not here to put down either a government school or put up any private school. All we need to do is to open up our hearts and say, if we have to make a difference to the children that are within our fold, then we ought to stand tall and exemplary. And once we have it, it doesn't really matter whether we are a private school, an international school, or any other school that we get categorized into. I think we all serve and work with the same purpose. In my current organization, we took the challenge of helping the aided school within our campus. We have 360 girls there, and the pass percentage the previous year was only 44%. And being a Telugu medium school in Andhra, my thoughts were, you can't change the teachers in between the year, but what could you do? And I think just a couple of motivational sessions actually put them en route. And this time, I think, other than 10, I think everybody cleared. Highest was 92 point something. The moment I got a call, I want you to hold on. The moment I got a call and they told me 92% point something, I said, don't tell me that. Tell me your achievement is that you had the strength to motivate, transform children from within, and make a difference. And I think that should be the focus for all of us. Make ours inclusive schools, and I think all of us have. But follow up with them even after they've left your school, because they need that little, not your sympathy, but your empathy. And when you drive that, you will see them right on top of the world. I speak very humbly but very proudly today, because just yesterday I got a call from one of our ex-students who is visually impaired, who's now finishing his PhD in Seattle and has got a job as assistant professor in one of the most prestigious universities in US. It is times like this, I think, that we feel that we have contributed. Stories like this, when I heard when I was a young educator, I said, wow, if that person can do it, why can't I? So I think transforming ourselves, it's not about just the academics, but the people who we are and how we transform ourselves becomes that ripple around everybody else who is associated with us. To me, that is pertinent and that is extremely important. When you say that I have a good school, it's not the strength of the school, it's not the financials, it's not the results that you've got, but how happy are people within your campus? Have you created that conducive environment where everybody walks in with that big smile and is happy to contribute? If you have the ability to create an environment like that, then I'm sure they'll stretch beyond, everything, time and all boundaries to actually make a difference to the children. And I think that smile, that happiness, that willingness to help actually transforms a school. And the intangibles of every organization, to me, are what makes a difference. At this point, I'd like to quote Babar Ali, a CNN hero, which I guess none of us Indians ever even acknowledged or knew about until it came on CNN. He's the world's youngest headmaster, as he was recognized. He was a student when he became a headmaster without the title or the degrees, because he felt there was only a single teacher in his school, and sometimes the teacher wouldn't turn up. Because he was a bright boy, he burnt the midnight oil and decided to actually do something and started training his classmates. When they could understand, the lessons better, the other juniors also came up to him. So he would sit under the tree. And to me, that was a blessing, because, that is the beautiful school that he kind of nurtured and nourished. And today, he's a name to reckon with. Even the Prime Minister of the country knows who he is. Today, he has a proper school. But then when I contacted him a couple of years ago, I said, don't fall into the rat race. Ma'am, now I have a big building, now my school is there. But go back to inspiring people with your story so that there will be a lot more to be done in rural India. So on that note, this is the power wand that each of you have. We're just reminding you that make the best of it and make sure that our country is second to none, and that we will not stop to keep helping and impacting children, not just in our organization, but wherever there's a need, and always voice your opinion, with your head held high. Never shy away from letting the world know that you think that something is going wrong. There is corruption. There will be a lot of other things that children get exposed to. Let's not shield them and put things under the carpet, but give them the same wand to stand up tall and say that I will make a difference. We're talking of ethics, but let it be ethics in action. Thank you so much.